Hello and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to take a look at two Ultra unlocks which just got announced, like one of them 3 hours ago, one of them like 40 minutes ago at this point. And both of them are going to be quite interesting, especially for PvP. And yeah, both of them actually quite nice. I know a lot of people were not really that happy with the last Ultra unlock because Ultra unlock usually is like really good things, like literally the best events kinda other than Go Fest of the year. But this time, still, we're going to have some interesting Ultra unlocks coming up here from the 25th of July till the 30th. We're going to have from 10 AM till 8 PM the release of the new shiny of Togedemaru, which you can see on the screen as well. By the way, no face cam because I'm already in my Pokemon jammies, unless you want to see a video of this. I don't know, maybe. If you want to see a video like this, then feel free to leave a like. Anyway, we're going to see here that Togedemaru very likely going to be in Showcase as well at the same time. Maybe some other one with like the biggest steel type or something like this. Spoiler alert, maybe try to get some good Steelix for that kind of category, as it's going to be the biggest steel type. Anyway, we're gonna have collection challenge, a mega energy for certain steel type Pokemon. I don't think this is the correct icon here, by the way, from Galaxy, who makes those graphics are usually very good. Additional Candy XL for successfully catching Pokemon is quite a great bonus. So basically, as far as I can read, maybe I'm wrong with that, every time you catch a Pokemon successfully, you're gonna get an XL candy with that. I think that's kind of the way it is. And if you're gonna take a look at the Pokemon that are spawning during this event soon, those Pokemon are great to get XL candy for. And we're gonna take a look also at the best ones of them afterwards anyway. Also, additionally to that one, you're going to have even a higher chance of getting more XL candy for successfully throwing or like catching Pokemon with nice throws or better, which is also cool. We're gonna get a timed research for XP and the magnetic lure, which is kind of cool. We have here the raids, which are, yeah, of course, Togedemaru is in there as well. You have Togedemaru in field research. You even have, apparently in field research, those evolved form of the steel Pokemon, which is quite interesting. But also, we are going to have here the wild spawns available, which are going to be very cool because a lot of them are very good as XL Pokemon. For example, Sandslash, very good as an XL Pokemon. You even need Magnezone in the Master League Premier Cup, so a very cool Pokemon to have as well. Fortress is a one charge move update away from being meta or fast move update as well, which is going to be cool, so definitely something to look out for. Propass is cool for the Ultra League. We're going to have Aeron or Aggron, which is a Mega Evolution, which is really cool to get the XL Candy for if you don't have that yet. We have Metagross, which is really cool for the XL Candy. We have Bronzong, we have the Ferrothorn, we have the Stunfisk, we have the Steelix, which is going to be great. And some, like basically all of them, other than like Clink, I think, as well as maybe Togedemaru, are very useful. And if we're going to take a look here at the Ultra League real quick, which of course is the league that requires the most amount of XL Pokemon other than the Master League, we're going to see here all the Pokemon that currently can are spawning during this event. Skarmory, rank 22, very likely going to get nerfed next season. I would be very surprised if we're going to keep the Steel Wing. But otherwise, like Steelix, definitely going to be a very good Pokemon, which is going to stay very likely the same. We're going to have the normal, the Galarian Stunfisk for both of them. The XL candies are the same. We're going to have the Sandslash here, which is going to be a good Pokemon. Ferrothorn going to be a great Pokemon to have. And even like further down, Bronzong is a fun Pokemon to run in the meta there as well, because it's a unique Pokemon with a unique typing and quite a decent amount of bulk. Yeah, Togedemaru you can run, but like it's usually not the greatest. And then you have like Propass in the back, which is like the last one here, which is very bulky, but usually gets kind of outplayed by other Pokemon, but still very cool Pokemon, especially for like limited meta. So a lot of great stuff during this one. Also, here you're gonna get 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, which I completely forgot to say. So that's a great bonus, especially you have 3 times catch Stardust for 5 days, which is quite insane. So definitely a very great bonus. Moving on to the next one, which can be a little bit controversial, I guess, as well. We're going to have here the Mega Lucario Raid Day, which is the last Ultra unlock from the 11 AM till 5 PM on the 27th of July. So they're actually overlapping, which does make sense because Lucario also is a Steel-type Pokemon and kind of fitting towards the theme of the last one there as well. But yeah, debut for the Mega Lucario, and here you see also like the CP, of course. Again, graphics from Galaxy always going to be linked in the description. Here going to be the best counter is going to be, of course, the not Mega, it's the Primal variant of Garaudon with a much shot impressive blade, higher chance to encounter the shiny Lucario, usually a 1 in 10 chance. We're going to have a higher chance to get rare XL Candy from in-person rates, which is kind of great. We have more XP, we have up to 20 remote raids, and 5 additional free raid passes from gyms, just completely as an event bonus. Nothing on this is paid. And then you have an exclusive ticket, which I have to say is quite worth it, I would say, if you do a lot of raids especially. It's going to give you 8 additional daily raid passes for free, basically. Not for free, like you have to pay 5 years for it. 2 times the Stardust, 3 times the XP, increased chance to get rare Candy XL from raids, and 1 guaranteed rare Candy XL when catching Lucario. I guess like maybe Lucario is holding this. We had like different kind of things like this before, where Pokemon were able to hold those kind of things. So like this is going to be the ideal way of getting rare Candy XL, which is a very like the rarest item I guess in the game, kind of, that you can farm, and so it's going to be a great opportunity. Kind of the awkward thing is, we literally just had a Go Fest that was completely based around raiding, and so it kind of looks like Niantic needs a little bit more money even afterwards with another raid day that is kind of like the main thing of it all, and like you kind of only get like what, 6 additional, like 6 daily raid passes if you don't pay for it, which usually doesn't even give you the shiny, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, Lucario going to get a completely new fast attack called Force Palm. You don't see it actually in here, but Niantic itself gave us some notice towards it and says that it does 13 damage in PvP and 9 damage in PvE. What this means is it is very likely going to be a clone of the move Dragon Tail as a fighting type move, which would be very decent. Thing is, if we're going to compare it here to Counter, we're going to see that Counter as a 2-turn move is usually preferred anyway. Like the lower the amount of turns is, the better it is usually for PvP. Plus also the damage per turn is going to be increased for Force Palm compared to Counter, but the energy gain is a little bit more decreased, which is definitely going to make this move quite a little bit worse. But if you're going to see maybe in the future or whatever a nerf towards Counter, which a lot of people think is going to be decent, would be kind of nice for it. Most people, I think, kind of want to have 1 less damage towards it. I feel like Force Palm definitely going to be a very good option to run on it. If we're going to take a look really quick on what it can do right now in the meta for Lucario in the Open Great League, we're going to see here that Counter and Force Palm are going to be on the left side. We will see as well that we're going to be able to actually win somehow against the Vigoroth, most likely because of the increased damage. But we're going to lose against Pokemon like Charjabug, the Trevenant, and Victory Bell. All 3 of them are going to be weak to the Fire type, a move of Blaze Kick that Lucario can learn. And you're most likely just not going to be able to get to the move in time anymore, which you were able to do with Counter because Counter generates a little bit more energy. If we're going to see as well, on the right side, the average rating is quite a bit lower for the Force Palm. If you're going to take a look at the 2-shield scenario, you're going to see though that Force Palm actually going to be the better move to go for just because of the increased damage. It's going to add up a little bit more in the long run. And also, if you're going to maybe go ahead and go for the Power Up Punch, you might even see a better result for Force Palm as well, because it's going to allow it to boost itself up a little bit. And if you have a little bit of a higher damage, I thought at least it would be better, but apparently actually Counter makes it a little bit easier to get. Very likely just because Counter needs exactly 5 Counter to get to the Power Punch, while for Force Palm it kinda needs a little bit longer. Anyway, those are the Pokemon that can learn Force Palm for the future. Right now, of course, it's only going to be available for Lucario, but Medicham could learn it, Hariyama could learn it, Breloom can learn it. All of the Pokemon have Counter already. And so it is going to be not better for any of them, but the only Pokemon that currently would actually benefit really from it would very likely be the Pokemon Mienshao. Mienshao is having currently only Poison Jab. If you're going to take a look at breeding Pokemon here, maybe Stuffle also would take some advantage of it because there's Shadow Claw, but again, like Shadow Claw is also a great fast move already. I don't think it would really help this Pokemon out too much. If you're going to take a look at Mienshao here, you can also kind of take a look at Bewear really quick if we want to. And if we are already here anyway, it's going to kind of definitely increase what they can do, for especially for the Mienshao. I don't know, for the Bewear. The Bewear might be even worse. It is slightly better for the Bewear as well, I would say. But it's not going to make them matter at all. But still, kind of... Maybe if Counter ever gonna get nerfed or something, this move might be the way to go. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Interesting. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the Ultra Unlock in this country. Bye bye.